A2 is that magical level that you need your Portuguese to reach to get citizenship here. There's a lot of confusion about what that is and how you actually get there. How much do you need to know? Is it close to fluency? What's expected at this level? So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what an A2 level is in Portuguese and what you do and do not need to know to get there. I'm Liz and this is Talk the Streets, where I help people who are relocating or retiring to Portugal to build their confidence and conversation skills in Portuguese. So if that's something that you need, please subscribe and stick around. So what do the letters and numbers A1, B1, C1 even mean? Well, it's a concept that was put together by the Council of Europe to create a common framework for learning all European languages. So A1 and A2 refer to a basic user. We can call these guys beginners. B1 and B2 refer to an independent user. We can call these guys intermediate. And C1 and C2 represent a proficient user of the language. We can call these guys advanced or even fluent. So as you can see, A2 is only the second level out of 6. So hopefully you can already see it's maybe not as scary as you thought it was. This is why I want to give you my first hot tip when you are looking for lessons to get to an A2 level. Steer clear of anyone who is promising to make you fluent in a very short space of time. Official estimates say you would need to study for around 600 hours to get to a B2 level in a European language. That's the upper intermediate level. So anyone saying that they can get you to fluent in a space of weeks or months is quite frankly lying to you. A much more realistic goal, especially if A2 is the level that you are looking to get to, is to become conversational. And that's what I recommend all my students work towards. So the official description of an A2 level is as follows: can understand sentences and frequently used expressions related to areas of most immediate relevance. For example, very basic personal and family information, shopping, local geography and employment. Can communicate in simple and routine tasks requiring a simple and direct exchange of information on familiar and routine matters. Can describe in simple terms aspects of his or her background, immediate environment and matters in areas of immediate need. If we dig a little bit further into what the Council of Europe uses to describe an A2 level, you might actually be surprised that it's okay to make mistakes at this level. Here's exactly what they say. An A2 user uses some simple sentence structures correctly, but still systematically makes basic mistakes. Can make him or herself understood in very short utterances, even though pauses, full starts and reformulation are very evident. So this is something that I always use to reassure my students. An A2 level is conversational, but you're allowed to make mistakes, you're allowed to repeat yourself, you're allowed to reformulate what you've tried to say if you didn't do it perfectly the first time. So usually sharing that sets people's mind at ease. So hopefully this gives you a clearer idea of what you are working towards, and maybe it's not as daunting and as scary as you think. However, it is still pretty hard work to get to this point, and some people do underestimate it. To reach an A2 level, it is estimated that you need to put in around 200 hours of study. On top of that, the exam that you need to pass to prove that you've got to this A2 level is called the CIPLE exam. Can be really quite tricky. I have done a video that breaks down that whole exam. You can watch that next. I will link it in the description. I also hosted a live workshop that will help you prepare for the exam. So if you are curious, even if you're not ready to do it yet, you can head to the description where you can sign up to receive the replay of that session. It was super useful and popular. So what type of things should you be studying if you want to take this exam and ace it? Well, here's another way that I differ from most of the Portuguese tutors out there. If you ask for a description of an A2 level, you will be given a list of grammar points that you need to be able to understand and use. The problem that I have with this is that just learning grammar rules and verb conjugations is going to help you fill in the blanks in a textbook or on a worksheet, but it's not actually going to help you to speak. And guess what? Speaking is a very important important part of the exam. Now, I know this because I speak to so many people who have been able to pass tests and quizzes that are of an A2 level, but they still cannot handle simple routine tasks using Portuguese, which to me is the point of learning a language. That's what's going to actually enable you to have a great life here. So what do I recommend instead? Yes, you need to learn the right grammar, but you also need to master Portuguese pronunciation and learn how to listen to and understand real Portuguese as it's spoken by real people. And this is where most people in real life and also in the exam trip up. So luckily this channel has over 100 free videos where you can get started. I'm going to link some of the best ones if you are just getting started below. But the absolute best place to start if you have at the time is my free lesson for beginners. It's called Speak Portuguese Like a Pro, and I have linked it in the description. So I would love to see you there. I promise it will be the best 60 minutes you spend learning Portuguese. I hope that helps to clarify what on earth an A2 level is and what you need to do to actually get there. You can do this, and if you want more help from me, make sure you subscribe and stick around. I'll be back next week with more of my practical lessons in Portuguese. Hope to see you there. Ciao for now.